Welcome back to On the Murder. We're going through Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, the first game. And I am your host, Crow, otherwise known to my parents as Isaac, which, hello parents.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know if I'm supposed to squawk.
No, you don't have to.
Ka.
I mean, you did give birth to a crow, I suppose. So this is a wild game. I'll be doing lots of reading and voices. This is the first episode. You'll just have to see what it's about.
Oh.
I saw a long time ago playthrough. I've never actually done it myself. I've forgotten most of it. But you two...
I've never seen it.
Yeah, we asked what this was going to be, and he wouldn't describe it to us. So
It's a
this is all
surprise.
first impressions here.
You guys will have to figure everything out. And I may or may not be able to help based on whether I remember things. Which, if I remember things, I won't help. If I don't remember things, I will help. That's confusing. Anyway, let's play the first turnabout. Case 1.
Ooh.
Oh, my.
So you pay in blood.
Gasp. Oh, it's a statue?
Bleeding statue?
Oh no! I've been shot. Darn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Oh! Does he have a bullet in his brain?
It looks like he's been shot.
Oh, what do you say? I don't
Someone
know.
like?
Someone like, I'll make it look like he did it. He's conniving. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 2. Hey. Boy, am I nervous.
They don't look nervous.
Right. Oh, hello, Mia. Oh, hiya, Chief.
Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. That he's guilty!
Oh, thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Isn't that like,
That conflict.
I think that's a bad thing. You're not a very good lawyer, Phoenix.
Yes.
All that.
Actually, I kind of owe him my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me. You probably should have told your boss that.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
I'll take any bribe.
It's over. My life, everything, it's all over.
Is that your client streaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. At least wait for the trial.
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. What? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. And I believe them. Your Honor, my defendant is guilty. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. My friend killed his girlfriend, so a young woman
confessed.
was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was unlucky stopped dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts.
Oh dear.
The kids were pretty mean. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Me, Phoenix, right?
trying to figure out what was making the building shake, though, every time he had a
His distress.
distress causing an earthquake.
What is this? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butt.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. That's not what I was looking for. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Gulp. Head shaking. Eyesight
Sweat's
fading.
easy.
He's weak. Mom spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butts.
Phoenix Wright. No, you dummy. It's Larry Butts.
That was easy.
The defendant? Whoa, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. You're not that dumb.
It's a low bar on this bar.
Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report and covered it so many times. It's... Wait, No way. I forgot. I'm trying to total blank here.
Phoenix! Are you this dumb?
Are you absolutely sure you're up to this?
You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course, I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it any time, okay?
What if I'm on a controller? Well, it's court record, right? So that's RV.
Yeah, RV.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Phoenix!
It's,
Cindy's laptop's recording, so it must be Cindy.
Yeah, the victim in this case. Okay. It was Stone, right?
Cindy Stone,
Okay, perfect.
as opposed to
Not Cinder Block. That's her nickname.
They do a lot of puns with their names in these games, so it wouldn't have surprised me. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She
Blunt force
died
trauma.
because she was hit with a blunt object.
You know, anybody could be a lawyer.
Dude, who knew it was so easy? She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. Even though you didn't know the victim right away, but you seem much more relaxed. Mr. Wright, good for you. That's what I'm here for, the judge, to console you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. It's rather heavy.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Because we don't have guns in here, but use tab, you still know what that is, right? To check the court record frequently.
Enough nonsense. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. He said Butts.
Chief, what do I do now?
Phoenix, you be a lawyer now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Like saying he wants to die.
Or that he's guilty. I feel like that's a bad look.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls. Yeah, or seeing me, ever. What did you anyway? Come on, man.
Mr. Butts, so what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In that she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Passport out to the correct. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way!
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies.
Like, they gave her sugar? Daddies?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude, how do I get one?
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Bunce, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you wanted to answer the question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Oh,
Wait, see what
Let's
happens.
stop him from answering.
stop him?
He's done enough.
Okay. Slaps table. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case.
Oof, wince.
Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating cheetah. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this.
I should have said I'm going to kill her.
I thought that was coming too. Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused, I thought that sort of cursed. The accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not so looking good. This is not so looking good.
So not looking
This
good.
is so not looking good. There we go. It's finger looking good. Wait.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Oh. Do you want him to answer honestly or stop him from answering? What do you choose?
Answer honestly.
Honestly.
Okay. I know. I'll send him a signal. By slapping the table. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Uh-oh.
Those are clones in the jury.
It's the future, I'm sure. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, Jill, like, come on, Judge. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Oh, my goodness.
Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying? Who would do that?
But we told him to tell the truth.
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Bunce is lying.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. You saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order. Oh, yeah, order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sobbit to this.
Frankly, he saw it.
Mr. Sot, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes.
He's been shot too.
Mr. Sot, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Well, this is the guy that we already know did it.
Yeah.
Witness's account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. And then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was,
so far.
without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. What are you, some kind of lawyer? Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Or how did you know if you didn't go in?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sod used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
This game was made a while ago, FYI, as you can probably tell by the type of phone they have still. Blackout record, add to the court record. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? How did you pass the bar?
All right. This is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? That was lying. Who would do that?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
I don't think they'll let me do that. Oh, okay.
Open the court record and then point out contradictions in the testimony.
So did you get that? We gotta
We gotta find
You gotta see
something.
what's
gotta-
actually there.
yeah. So this is all the same stuff you just said. And we can scroll through it. And then we can either press and get more information and try to make him sweat. Or if we think we have solid evidence, we can present it. So if I hit present, then we actually choose one of these.
I mean, I suppose there's something at the time we need to see or something.
Yeah, or the door being open.
Yeah, I thought he ran over because he left the door half open. Or maybe we can press on all these if you want to. Should just hit press.
Yeah.
Hold it! Isn't a man living in an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
I don't know. He just seemed strange to me, that's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime.
How would you know unless you're a criminal? The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture.
Or projection.
Of course. What the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So what happened next?
I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him.
We need to look at the report, see how they found the door.
Oh, okay. Wait, how do I... Electricity was out. I don't think we have anything about the door.
So there's no police report to look at?
That's all we got at the moment. Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's odd in a big city like this, I thought. I see, and what happened next? And it's strange, I looked inside the apartment.
Did you look inside this apartment, really? What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human to want to peek? We climb mountains because they're there. It's the same thing. Yes, truer words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside.
You do seem like the type of man to do that, Payne, don't you? Why did Payne cut him off so quickly?
So you looked into the apartment. What happened next? Then I saw her lying there. A woman, a moving dead.
Was she really dead?
No.
Phoenix, she's dead. Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
I guess that wouldn't look fatal to anyone. Very well, what happened next?
I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside.
Hold it! So you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes, I mean, no, nothing.
Okay, what happened next?
But he couldn't have gone in and tried the phone if he didn't enter the apartment.
I think you're onto something. You thought to call the police. Does that mean you didn't actually call them?
Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next?
See, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Now, what do you know? You sly devil. The phone in her apartment wasn't working.
Yes, I mean, no, it wasn't. Right.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. Yes, I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Went to a nearby park and found a public phone.
Or did you?
But the power was out.
Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone, and being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartment.
All right, what time did you call again?
I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m.
What was the power out?
Power's out noon to 6.
So we can't just present this.
So the question is whether the payphone had separate power.
Yeah. Time of death was 4 to 5.
That's the problem. Because he said he found her at 1. He would call her
Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
we need to
So 1 o'clock is way earlier than that's the.
Maybe we need to go
That's
back
the
and present that
discrepancy.
first. We can press on this first. Slaps table aggressively. 1 p.m. Are you certain?
Yes, absolutely.
He seems really confident.
1 p.m.? Right, doesn't that seem strange to you?
Well, yes, it does.
Contradict him.
Oh, I guess we just. Okay.
Have you present the evidence?
So we go
You
here.
gotta show
and
the
then
time of death.
I have to hit present. So this one? Yes?
Yeah.
Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
I don't think so, mister. Frankly, I find that hard to believe.
Not this time.
And his name is Frank. Yeah, oh yeah, the Jonathan and Franks. Not this time. No way. Never happened. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody to, no body to find at 1 p.m. Mr. Wright, please refrain from any jokes. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that? This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
Nuh-uh. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. saw it. Why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
That's a really good question.
Great job, Ryan. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Like when I started asking you about how you passed the bar exam.
Oh, wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? I'm a very forgiving judge.
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
The time of discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I'm totally trustworthy.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. What does that mean again?
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
So,
Show the time of the power outage.
yeah.
There was a voice saying the time. Got that one? Yeah, let's try this maybe?
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Blackout.
one. This one. Take that! Hold it right there! The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it.
Oh, crap.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Why,
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Science?
no, I find it quite puzzling myself. Oh, curious. Wait, I remember now. Yes.
Mr. Science, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Just a little.
And you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Yes.
Very well, Mr. Science. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. I don't care if you lied in my court a few times, as long as you tell the truth at the end.
Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. See, saw it like my name. Frankly, there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess I would explain it.
I suppose it had to be battery clock.
I suppose. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Here is the time. I don't know. Let's press, I guess. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered that table clock.
A table clock?
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there?
What's a table clock?
Hold it.
I don't know what that is. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Ooh, look how wide my eyes were.
Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Is there like an inventory of the apartment, the things they found? Or?
All we know is this stuff. So we have this. We
Yeah,
have
it's not a
statue.
clock. He's saying that that's a clock.
Oh. Okay, I don't know what to do with that.
Present it.
Well,
Do you want to? We can press first to get more information.
Okay.
You couldn't see if it was on the floor.
The murder weapon?
Yes, the tablecloth that was used as a weapon. And that's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Rude. Something's fishy here.
That must have been what I saw.
Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness side says the tablecloth. End of story. Now find the contradiction.
Saw it.
So every time you just hold it, are you pushing a button to hold it? Or is
I'm doing the press button.
Oh, okay.
And then he goes like, objection, or hold it, or take that. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see it would be. Oh, it's the same one.
Yeah, we're just looping.
we could do the next one.
There it is.
There was a tablecloth in the
This is
apartment,
where you
wasn't there?
present the statue.
Was it right there that you already did the objection?
Yeah, well, I did. Yeah, I did the press. This we can present this now though and see what happens. Wait just a moment. Ow! The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? Your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Ace.
Just answer the question, Mr. Son.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? There's a clock, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. Then that is a switch. You just tilt it down and says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. I have a dumb prosecution, too. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problem with this
how would you know that
testimony
if
now?
it wasn't in there?
Do you guys have a problem with this
Yes.
testimony? Yes, we do. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he...
Went into the apartment.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there.
Ow! I've got to stop doing that. I'll be better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
Wait! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw.
Oh, the toupee comes off.
I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. Just believe me now, 'cause I'm bold. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death!
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There's a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright. Your Honor, you claim the sound that the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through very carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saad heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Try sounding the clock.
Yeah? Let's sound the clock now. Here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. Dude, I want that clock. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saad heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saad, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Shoot. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Darn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frentzard.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal? A criminal! You lawyers are all slime!
There was no chain of custody of the evidence?
No, we don't do that here.
Come on.
I almost had him. Ow. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Seriously?
Not so fast, Mr. Side.
Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. Like the thinker.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove
I think it's over.
was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Are you dumb? Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try and think out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Get it? Right? What's your name? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
No.
Yep. I assume yes? You want to do yes? This is up to you. You too.
It
Give
should
me an
be
answer.
running on the electricity.
Well, what do you think?
Electricity didn't go out until...
But the clock wouldn't have made any noise if it was running on electricity. It had to be battery operated.
So should I say yes? They'll probably give you options.
Okay.
Okay. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see what this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
He's living on Paris time.
Oh, you're so
Take
right.
a clock with her.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong.
Because she took her heavy statue clock to Paris.
She bought it there.
Oh, okay.
Proof enough for you, Mr. Sons, or should I say, Mr. Did it? Didn't you literally make that joke? Oh my gosh, he's dead.
Frothing at the mouth.
Order, I say. What's going on? Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone so dumb complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. Wait, what was that you said about being dumb? Don't mind that. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty.
Dumb.
Dumb, but not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you.
It turns out that French Sod was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. He wasn't so good at that. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sod let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sod grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. And he went whack, and she went, ah! And then we were here. We came to court. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, defendant, lobby number 2. Woo! I still can't believe we won.
Right! Good job in there! Congratulations!
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all! You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, I imagine how Larry must feel.
I'm so happy that I didn't waste my money on this just complete moron of a lawyer.
My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad dog. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. What? But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry.
She was already gone.
No, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Wow, what a headline. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't. I've got to take care of this fool over here.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? No wonder it looks so bad. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry. No.
No, Harry.
I'm Harry. What? What's your name? Who are you?
Are you so sure?
It squeezed me?
I certainly will not. I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't got to sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I'm just making it up as I go. It's this attorney's badge. I mean, it's got to be the statue, right? If she took it with her, it's like, she
I
cared
would
about
think.
you or whatever.
Oh, don't hit him with it.
Smack. There's been another murder with another statue. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. It didn't.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All
What
we
the
can
first
do-
name is.
Wait, what?
Or what the first name
Larry, Harry, you know. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. I certainly don't believe
Am
in
I
you.
right?
Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never.
Never.
Never, ever. Ever, never, 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 ever. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
This is a long wrap up.
Yeah, I guess so. So, sorry, I sounded like my friend Larry there for a second.
Hey, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink your toast, innocent butts.
Yeah, wait, I don't like how you phrase that.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part, at least.
You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks?
Boss, I'm not really down for, like, workplace romances. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. Well, I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep.
Oh dear. Womp womp womp.
The end? Question mark?
Or is it the beginning?
Oh. Saber progress, yes. That's very foreboding. Oh yeah, that's right. I played like the first trial of this with friends a long time ago. We'll just overwrite it. Goodbye. There we go. All right. Well, we're gonna have to leave it there and see what this foreboding brings.
Don't answer the phone.
Oh, I didn't press anything, I swear. Okay, we'll see you next time with all the murder. Goodbye. See you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hairy butts. Can you imagine if your name was that in high school? It'd be rough.
Cheap jokes.